Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutLoud.com. Welcome to my pre-market game plan for the major future indices, gold and oil, for the last trading day of the year and also the last trading day of this week. Today is it's Friday. It is December 30th, and it is 9:23 a.m. Eastern Time. So let's get back to work. And let's take a look at YM. YM had a beautiful ascending move in the Asian session that almost took out the prior high from yesterday. That was at 19,817. From there on after, price started to correct. It found new support at 7 a.m. at 781, from which it bounced again, but it didn't quite take out these prior two highs. So this is going to be the game plan for today. And I'm going to bring up the daily chart so you can understand better the dynamics of this chart. So how this works is that if for us to get more fluidity to the upside all the way into the 19,928, and even to test this prior high, the 19,933, we need to break this area. We need to break the 19,820 area. Once we break above the 19,820 area, we have all that void in front of us, and we have that fluidity to reach this prior high and also try to attempt to go to that desired 20,000 number. So I'm going to go back to the hourly chart, and this is going to be our game plan for today. It's a really wide range for day trading. However, for swing traders, it might be it might not be that that big of a difference in price. But for day traders, you have to look at these parameters: the 19,780, which is support, and the dynamic that will follow the 820 area. So we're residing into this large 40-point area right here. Aggressive traders can actually look to buy off this 84, 85 area if price is going to stabilize at the open in that area and try to have a protective stop below 80. But it's going to be very aggressive. You could use half of your position or quarter of your position because you have a lot of odds of stopping out at below 80. The conservative approach is to try to wait for price to break 820, and that's going to bring us the fluidity, the dynamics from the daily chart that is going to push price higher into a target of 830. We're going to look for 850, and at 850 it's going to have some issues here, and this is going to be the line in the sand. So if we get a rally into 850, this is going to be that line in the sand that's going to make it or break it, because we have a hefty resistance area here from prior price action, and we also have this 200 moving average that might push price lower. We might get some my selling pressure here. If we break this area, watch out. We're going to go for 19,880. We're going to go for 19,900 and all the way back to 920, and also we're going to go attempt to make to break the all-time high of 933 and also attempt to go to that 20,000. So this was a really beautiful bounce that happened into the Asian session. Let's see if this support area at 780 is going to hold, and if we're going to break above this 20 area. So this is going to be my bracketed area. This is going to be my game plan for today, and obviously I'm going to be very interested in buying it at 820 for a further continuation higher, because the daily chart suggests that we can have the dynamics for that potential move to the upside. So let's take a look at ES. And ES has been my least favorite for quite some time now, but guess what? We broke above the daily high. So if I bring the daily chart here, you can see that we broke above this daily candlestick onto the daily chart, and we're setting up for a projected move higher. So the S&P is slightly stronger right now than the E-mini Dow. So with that being said, even though the S&P 500 index has not been one of my favorites for a very long time, but I will I like the area that the price has stabilized here. It's 22.47, and this area is above this cluster of resistance right here into the upper side, and it's trying to find support right here. Now, I don't like the selling pressure and the rejection that came in at 22.51 and change, and it's taking price here. It's creating a lot of pressure for price here, and the price is being taken all the way to test the support area. Now, we're going to have to be very, very careful. Remember, a lot of resistance right here, 22.51, 22.51 and change, also coming from last week's price action that came in here, tested this area before it bounced up and continued higher. So this is going to be the line in the sand right here. So it's a very tough area. So obviously I'm not going to take any trades in ES long unless I see the 22.51, 22.52 taken out to be on the safe side. All right, so let's take a look at NQ, and this is the E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures. Took, again, beautiful run up. It actually broke through these hefty areas of resistance here. Very aggressive move to the upside into the 49.40 area and back down, testing this cluster of support right here at 25.20 area. So this is gonna be right here. If we stabilize at 49.25, this is gonna be good. And we're going to see a possible buy over 30. It's over 49.30. So I'm going to watch this from the open, and with the possibility of continuing higher into the 40s, 50s, 60s. This is going to be, again, another line in the sand due to the fact that we have another pressure point here at 59. And then we're going to continue higher into the 70s, 80s, 90s, and again, try to challenge the 49.94. We're going to see if that's going to be the case. I'm not going to be looking to short, even though we have this flush to the downside, I would say, on Wednesday, and then a consolidation through the overnight session, and then yesterday we had a little bit of a move to the downside, but we had the correction here. So the market is now open. We're going to see what that's going to bring. The first ticks that are coming out are a little bit on the bearish side. So let's see what's going to happen here. All right. So GC, let's take a look. We have two more charts to view. GC right here. We had a really strong move to the upside again, correction, the price stabilized at 11.56. So far, I see it a little choppy to start the day with, so I'm not going to, I'm not really looking for anything in particular with GC. We had a beautiful trade yesterday in GC, ka-ching for that. But we're going to test it out and see. I really don't want to have gold on my watch today, not unless it develops in the next 15 minutes to 30 minutes, but you're going to receive a tweet for that if I'm going to get in any trades. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at oil. And oil is moving down a little bit. It's getting rejected at the $54 area. It's testing the support area. We're still at a lot of support, and we have a cushion of support right here from $53.33 all the way into the $53.50. It's very whippy, very choppy. The daily chart suggests that more selling pressure might be on the way. A couple of days ago, we triggered a daily sell, which can have a further projection to the downside all the way into the $52.23. However, the risk to reward ratio is not that great right now. We did have this avalanche here of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars to the downside. So obviously shorting is not a good opportunity, and it's not a good choice at the moment. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of dynamic to the upside. Keep on watching NQ for a potential bounce, also YM for a potential bounce, even ES for a potential bounce. So all these minis, I'm going to go back to the charts, and if I see anything that it will develop a good risk, obviously to have a good risk to reward ratio, I will tweet it. Other than that, guys, I will see you back here. I will see you back here on January 3rd when the markets are going to be open again. So remember, Monday is a holiday, so the markets are going to be closed here in the United States, And if you should have any questions, feel free to email me in regards to the classes that we offer and the signals that we're going to start on January 9th. And one last reminder, we have a new class that is going to start in January. It is actually scheduled for January 21st to start. It's a comprehensive education, and it teaches you how to day trade futures, and it is the Power Income Day Trading Futures class, comprehensive education, Saturday and Sunday on the 21st and 22nd. From 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by a trading lab. So if you have any questions on that, you could visit our website. It is tradeoutloud.com, and you could also email me if you would like to register. If you would like to hear more about what we offer within this class, also email me. All right. So I hope you all have a very profitable trading day today, and I hope 2016 was amazing for you guys as it was for me. And I really wish you a happy new year, and let's make 2017 the most profitable year yet. So thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for being with me throughout this year. And I hope to see you back here in January to take on the markets again. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful and happy new year.